YouTube! Welcome back to another new card segment and showcase by your favorite Kuriboh enjoyer and lover, Mr. Wawa here. Today we've got a bunch of Framebreak, overframe cards, whatever you want to call them, features of some classic monsters here. Are they actually good though? Well, let's have a look. So first of all, we've got Multiplying Kuriboh. This is a Dark Fiend level 1, as Kuriboh's, you would know him to be the same stats. You can use it for a second once per turn. When an opponent monster declares an attack or your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect special summon this. Ooh, they buffed Kuriboh from declaring an attack to any monster effect. Okay. Is it as good as Azuna? Once per turn, if an opponent's monster attacks during damage calc, or when your opponent activates a monster effect on the field, quick effect, you can add to your hand or special summon a Dark Magician or a monster with 3/2 from deck or grave. Then you can change the opponent's monster's attack to 0. So your opponent activates a monster effect, you special summon it. And then when your opponent activates another monster effect, you special Dark Magician or a monster with 3/2 from deck. And then change the attack to 0. Well, I mean, this could be a database cards for any monster that has 3/2. Turn 0 power patron play. Well, I think we do have something to showcase for that, so we'll take a look in a second. We've got Winged Kuriboh Sabatiel level 10. This is, I guess this is one of the guys you can summon. This is who you're supposed to summon. You could only use one, you can use the first, second effect, this card's name each once per turn. Reveal this in your hand and then pay half your life. Add polymerization spell or a fusion spell? Bro, did we just get 3 copies of branded fusion? Add a polymerization or fusion spell. You cannot special from the extra for this turn except here. Oh, never mind. During your opponent's turn, if you have 1,000 or less quick effect, special summon this card from your hand. Then inflict damage to your opponent equal to the highest attack among the monsters they control. Do people still say that? Add Super Poly? Yeah, but, like, is adding Super Poly that good if you're locked into heroes? You'd have to add Super Poly and then, like, set it and then wait. So, you know. Will this be played in heroes? I don't think so, right? Unless, like, the style of... So, heroes, remember, there's, like, optimal meta, like, heroes, which is essentially, like, this, you know, pseudo-link climb deck into, like... some of the Dark Supremacy, Dark Heroes for the, for like a DPE, and then you've got like that Omni Negate Trap that I think you can search. Like, the hero turn 1 is genuinely terrifying. I don't know if you guys have actually played against like modern constructed heroes. It is like probably unbeatable, if you like don't stop it. But I don't know if you would play this in this because it's not like that engine in itself gets you to all of these things, and just adding a fusion. I mean, that could be good, right? Because you can add, like, Dark Fusion, the DPE Fusion, whatever it's called, like, could be good. So, I don't know. Maybe you'd play this in that. But, yeah. Next up, we've got yugioh, dude. I mean, look at that. What is this artwork, by the way? Is it Naruto running Junk Synchron? Like, what is this? Starjunk Synchron. For a Synchro summon, you can substitute this card for any one Synchron tuner. You can use the effect of the first and second effect of this name once per turn. If it's in your hand, you can target a level 2 or lower in your grave. Special this, and if you do special that, but its effects negate, you can't special next deck except Synchros. You will make Speeder! So it's a level 5 Synchro, which obviously Speeder is the guy you can make, but I guess you can kind of make anything? Like, you could just make, like, Ib, which probably is, you know, an FTK or something by itself, right? So yeah, that's really good. Banish this from your grave. Junk War, you control can't be destroyed by your opponent's card. Shut up, man. What? Stop trying to make us play Junk War. No. This is a fantastic card, though. This is really good, and the artwork is very funny. Good God, dude. What the heck? Look, what? That's this is insane, right? Like, unbelievable, like, artwork. Look at that. That's crazy. Gagaga Magician, Gaga Magic. Oh my god, dude. Like, how do you glance at this text box and not just have an aneurysm? Like, what is this, man? Can't they just, like, group them together and call them onomats or something? Like, holy crap, this is miserable. What am I looking at? Ugh. It's a complete clusterfuck. Anyway, you can only use the effect of this card's name once per turn. If this is in your hand, you can special summon it and one other idiot from your hand or grave. Except... So, when they write, like... Except Gagaga Magician, Gagaga Magic with the quotation marks to just, you know, make it so that it can't target itself type of thing. Sorry, is there no reason that they can't just use the word itself from a linguistic, gameplay, mechanical perspective? Is there no reason they can't just say itself? Like, why do we need to have, like, Gagaga Magician, Doom King, Supreme Lord, Magic, Come Guy? Like, do we need, like, the entire title, the suffix, the family name, the surname? Itself means the exact same card? Oh, because of the technicality. Well, then just put itself in quotations or something. I don't know, man. Like, put it in bold text. Use italics. Like, this is next on the major changes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Agenda. You know, they tried Genesis format. Now we've got, like, new things. Like, I highly suggest text is the next thing they want to address in this game. Anyway, sorry. Like, someone wants me to read? Okay, fine. Just because you subscribed. If this card is in your hand, you can special summon it and one other Baba Gaga Gogo Dodo from hand or grave, except Gagaga Magician, Gagaga Magic. And if you do immediately after this effect resolves, you can summon one Baba Gagaga Gogo Dodo Dojin Heroic Champion number ZWZS. There's like 7 monsters. I don't even know if this card is good. I'm lost, man. Like, using only those 2 monsters. When you do treat the level of one of those monsters the same as the other monsters. I just fucking know. Whatever, man. It's probably good. What is this? Pendulum? Holy crap. Wait, did they retrain... Who's this? Time Star? Stargazer?
Brazil.
Horoscope sorts with a Stargazer. This card has like 4 effects total. A Pend effect and 3 monster effects. Jesus. Okay, so the Pendulum effect is when an opponent activates its spell card or effect resolves. If you control a Magician, Pendulum monster, or an Odd Eyes monster, you can negate that effect and then destroy a quick effect negate. So this is a spell negate. If you control Magician, Pendulum monster. Okay, so what does it mean to control a Magician, Pendulum monster? I assume it, like, a monster, right? It needs to be on the field rather than in the scale, correct? Or an Odd Eyes monster. That needs to be on the field. You can negate that effect. It negates on resolution. They need to stop overusing this mechanic, by the way. Because I understand that it's a great way to, like, power creep and stuff. Like, they've introduced it with, like, Ryzeo Cross. I think there's, like, a semi-new card that got announced maybe, like, the last week or so. That also was, like, a negate on resolution type thing. They need to stop that, okay? Stop trying to be Magic. Stop power creeping. Can this negate Super Poly? No way, right? Bro, how are they finding ways to... That's crazy, man. I don't know, dude. That is unreal. Like, what? Negating Super Poly is really funny. Angelic Ring already did that. Yeah, okay, but there's a difference between mandatory, like, first thing you activate negate and, like, you know, interactable, optional, mid-chain negate. You know? Like, it's a little bit more broken. Okay, anyway, that is nuts. So you can use the first, second, and third effect of the monster effect. You can discard one other Pend Magician monster. Discard one other Magician Pendulum monster. Perform or Odd Eyes and special this. If it's special, add a Pendulum monster with 25 attack from your deck to your hand. 25 attack is very specifically, like, I think, like, any Odd Eyes monster. Right? So I think you can add, like, Arc Dragon, which is, like, good in the scale. You can add maybe... Is it Revolution? You can add Astrograph. Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, so that's pretty ridiculous. You can target a pen monster card you control, destroy it, then add a face-up Pendulum monster from your deck to your... Wait, what the fucking... What? Wait, what? This is just main deck Electromite. Guys, I don't think it's getting unbanned. It's just main deck Electromite. That's so funny. Am I missing? It's just, it doesn't have a draw effect, I guess. It is this is what you do with Electromite. You add Astrograph, you pop a guy, and then recycle a guy. Like, this is just Electromite. That's very funny. Does anyone have any replays of this? I don't think I have any replays of Pendulum stuff. And then we got... Is this a ritual? Where's the arrows? Is he hiding the arrows? No, because there's a level. Bro doesn't know how cards look anymore. This is a ritual Cyberse monster. You can ritual summon this with Sign Out Ritual. You can only use the first second effect once per turn. If a link you control would be used as link material for a Cyberse, this card in your hand can be used as material. We're link summoning with ritual monsters? Bro, I thought Yummy was like taking the piss with the link row summon, but now we've got ritual from hand link row summon. What the fuck? If this is sent from the hand or field to the grave for, you know, that link summon, what can we do here? You can activate this. Can't special the rest of the turn except Cyberse. Oh no! Anyway, send a Cyberse from deck to the grave. Oh, what? Or this card, which is somebody special that monster instead. So you link with a Cyberse monster on the field with this guy in the hand, and then it sends a Cyberse from deck to the grave, which, I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of things you can send with that. That's good. Then Dormouse. Why is sending Dormouse good, though? Okay, sending Dormouse is good if it's ritual summoned, but, like, in the example I'm using, you're, like, linking with it. Link into Splash Mage, send Dormouse, and Reborn. That card is very banned. Also, what? Doesn't Splash Mage negate the effects? Negate its effects. Some of you are just making up card effects. Yeah, so I mean, it's crazy. It just, like, does everything. SP and banish the Dormouse. Then you go into the Link 3. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Well, assuming no Splash Mage, you just kind of can do anything in the game with this, right? Like, you can dump, like, even, like, Dot Scraper is, like, an extender. I'm wondering if you actually ever ritual with this. Because the Searcher is Cyber Sage or something, I think, right? So you'd have to go, like, Sage. And then, why is there, like, security check for a wiki page, dude? Get out of here. Are you kidding me? What is this? I'm just trying to Google cards here. Sign Out Ritual. Fusion, A Fusion, Banishing Material. Oh, I'm pretty sure there's a Sign Out Ritual Searcher. Anyway, I think irrespective of actual doing ritual summoning, this is a crazy broken card. Like, crazy broken. You know, like, you can search, like, Microcoder, and I think Code Generator can, like, do stuff like this, but, I mean, this is just a lot more open-ended, I think, right? Yeah. All right. Well, let's see some replays. So this was the multiplying Kuriboh. What are we doing here? So your opponent has a card. They activate the card. You're going second. You activate the multiplying Kuriboh. And now they've activated some other monster effect. They're using the effect to place the field spell. Now you trigger the on-field effect of the multiplying Kuriboh on your opponent's second effect. You summon the Owl, Artmage Power Patron, which fuses into Artmage non-finito with any Artmage, apparently. This then gets a field spell and places Artmage Impact Recapture onto your field. They then summon another guy. They try and activate it, so you can activate it that turn. Are you serious? Are you actually kidding me? This Artmage gets a turn 0 counter trap? Are you fucking with me? Dude! I mean, I don't even know how you play around it, because you have to wait until the second monster effect. But, like, that's disgusting. Bro, dude! Discarding, you can lose effect once per turn. If this card is special, set an Artmage spell trap. Once per turn, opponent's quick effect fusion summon. So what's letting you use it turn 0? Which card is letting you activate it that turn? Because it's not it, right? The trap itself? Ah, you can only activate one turn. If you control an Artmage monster, you can activate this card the turn it was set. Oh, wow. Turn 0 counter trap. Banish a fusion you control, and if you do, negate the activation, destroy that card. If you have 3 or more monster types with different names on your field, you can return all spells and traps in the hand. Can't respond because counter trap. Okay, you've got more stuff for us. All right, what else are we doing here? All right, let's see. So your opponent does the same thing again. They foolishly activate a monster effect. They try and play the game. They use another monster effect once it's on the field. You activate this. This gets Rex for hire. Rex for hire then adds the field spell, Fandora. Okay, well, we're just showing examples. That's not a very good one, but, you know. We've got Moisa White. This one adds White Reanimator. Look how many monsters in Yu-Gi-Oh! Have 300 attack and 200 defense. This is another Power Patron play. This is just the same one. The field spell for follow-up. Instead, we're going to spec the spell card. And then we set the spell card. We can use the non-finito now. The non-finito activates the effect of fusion summon. You can just go into Dragostopelia instead of the counter trap. Other targets include detonating Kuriboh. Detonating Kuriboh effect. What does this guy do? What else activate quick effect? Equip this card you control to that opponent's monster. Equip monster effects are negated. Okay, so you have an in-theme Kuriboh negate. So there is actual use for this card. With Kuribohs. Okay. Alright, awesome. Alright, next up, what do we have here? We've got Hero Flash, a normal spell. You can activate one of these effects for the rest of the turn. If an elemental hero you control attacks defense position monster, inflict piercing battle damage to your opponent. Wow, it's 2026. We have a normal spell card that gives your hero monsters piercing. Wow. Target cards your opponent controls up to a number of elemental heroes. Destroy them. Okay, to be fair, that's just like a significantly better version of, what is it called? There's like a really annoying hero card to activate, and it requires that you have H, E, R, and O in your graveyard or something. Wingman, R. Piercing Bat Chest. Wait, just one of them? R, Righteous Judge? Isn't there a card that is like H-E-R-O or something? This card is also not searchable. Really? Come on, there's no way. You can take an elemental hero from your grave and add it to your hand or special summon it. Oh my god, dude, they slightly power crept Warrior Returning Alive. It's like a slightly better Warrior Returning Alive, man. Come on. Heroes weren't playing Reborn. Why would they even play that? Come on, man. Rest this turn, heroes you control can attack your opponent directly. Okay, wait, that's pretty crazy. All right, that's crazy. The problem, okay, so the problem is that this isn't searchable, is what you're telling me, right? So I don't know if you'd play that. Is it versatile enough to want to be played in hero? I mean, let's say your opponent negates your card effect, right? They negate a card, you normal summon a guy, you know, they prevent it, and then you have this. What can you do? You can do piercing, Pog. You can pop cards equal to the number of heroes you control. You don't control any because you're going second and they negated your guy or something. At that point, it would have been better as a hand trap. You can reborn a guy. Most of the heroes are once per turn, or the actual good ones. Negate Stratos, reborn Stratos, keep comboing. Doesn't feel worth playing. Yeah, this is the one I'm talking about. Hero Flash. Oh, this is Hero Flash. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Yeah, it's just a better version of this, right? If all of the idiots are in your graveyard, you can special an elemental hero normal from your dead. That's crazy. Okay, anyway. Moving Point Pendulum. Is this a math question? Is this card math? Is this math? So, this is Labyrinth support, yes? Continuous trap, once per turn. During the standby phase, place one T counter on this card. Alright, let's really map this one out here, okay? Alright, okay, so we've got Cardo. We've got T. Target a Pendulum monster in your main monster zone. In your main monster zone, okay. So then we've got a Pendulum over here. Alright, he's kind of blue, he's kind of green, he doesn't know what he is. And then you can move that Pendulum monster to an adjacent main monster zone a number of times equal to the number of T counters on this card. Okay, so like, I don't know, 1. Then if there is any opponent's fusion exceeds with a level rank equal to or lower than the targeted monster's Pendulum scale in its column, destroy as many of them as possible if they inflict damage before equal to the total attack. Okay, admittedly, there's not that much math. There's basically no math here, to be fair. But this card is dog shit. Destroy as many as possible and inflict damage equal to the... Right? Like, this is just not good. Like, I think it's searchable, right? Because it's Pendulum in the name. So I think it's searchable from, like, what, like, Pen Call? Or no, Double Iris? Is that, like, does he search Pendulum spell traps? Or, I don't know. This is just not good, right? Yes, it's fusion exceed because the X and Y axis for XE and Y for fusion because fusion is yugioh in Japanese. Yes. Someone better make a math deck after this with how many math-based cards we've been getting. Look, I have to check my T count with this. What, with flu season spiking? Someday, when, I need to use this in Despot against something like Generator and Aryacraft. Why? Because if I do, I get to use this with Despot's 007, and they'll be able to say that 7, 8, 9. Thanks everyone for watching today. 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7.